to political leaders, urging them to act on their behalf. And those letters have been made into a book by Anglia Ruskin University, as Theo Chikamba reports.
Imagine this. You are a child. You know that if the governments around the world don't act on the climate emergency now, your future will be full of fires, floods, food shortages and danger. Just one plastic bottle could take up to 1 million years to decompose, and yet huge amounts of plastic are being dumped into the ocean.
Those extracts from letters addressing climate change were written by children from across the world, then published and illustrated by students here at Anglia Ruskin.
I've mostly been doing illustrations about sustainability in agriculture, and then living on a farm myself at home. It's been nice to kind of draw on my own experiences about sustainability in food, and particularly like sustainability in how we're farming and what we're farming, and supporting local farmers with produce and buying local food, so it's really interesting.
Depicting how the world looks now, this student focused on what we could see if significant changes are made in deprived parts of the world.
So there was a child in India who was talking about jobs being like outside of their village now because of crops failing, and there's been a lot of jobs or new jobs being made because of renewable energy like wind farms and other sources. So it's not only positive for the planet, but it can create new jobs for areas which are more stricken with poverty.
Others use the opportunity to show how better infrastructure can improve the environment.
I looked at energy, and it was from a letter written by a child in India, and I basically looked into trying to evolve into new, cleaner ways of energy, such as solar power, and using them instead of using industrial and things that harm the environment more.
For years, Aled, an academic at the university, has worked with world leaders on sustainability. Alongside his colleagues, they wanted to give youngsters a chance to be heard.
We had some really heartfelt letters from various people around the world. In India who'd already experienced crop failure and drought in their villages, people in Australia who'd already experienced fires and drought, but also people who looked to the future and could see actually a change in the way they would live, a change in the technologies they would be using. So it was a bit of desperation that came out in some of the letters, but also quite a lot of hope, and that was quite nice to see.
The message is clear, giving world leaders plenty to contemplate about the survival of the planet. Theo Chikamba, BBC East.